Hello, Mrs. Talkington here. Welcome back to the new term. This week I'm going to show you how to draw a frog. In my class this week we've been listening to number rhymes, and one that we've really enjoyed is one called 5 Little Speckled Frogs. As many of you will be new to my videos, I've kept it simple this week by only drawing one, but if you've been following my videos for a little while now, you could draw all 5. So let's get started. So we're going to start in the middle of the page and we're going to draw a curved line, like a shallow shape. And this will be the top of your frog's head. Okay, and then either side we're going to draw an oval shape. So the oval is going to just touch that line round here. So let me show you. One that side and one that side. And that's the eyes of your frog. And in the middle we are going to draw like a lemon shape. And then we're going to colour it in, leaving that little white space at the top for the reflection of the eye. It's one side. It's like maybe like a seed or a lemon, whatever shape you think it looks like. Squash circle with points on the ends. There we go, and we've got your frog's eyes. Now we're going to join each side of the face together with a curved line. So we're going to go out to the side, and we're going to go out to the side this way, and then we're going to join it together with a straight line to make the top of its mouth. Alright, and then underneath we're going to do its neck. So we're going to do the same bumpy line here, and we're going to go in for its neck, and we're going to do the same on the other side. So out and then in. So there you've got your frog's neck. So his big eyes. Let's go back up and do his nostrils. So they're just 2 diagonal lines, a thin line, and then just draw a tiny little dot at the end, and then another diagonal line going the other way, little dot on there. Okay, I'm just going to join that up now that my circles are there. Yep. Right, let's go down and do its arms, because it's sitting on a log, this little frog. So we're going to have 2 legs coming down the front and then 2 sitting at the side. So it's like when I draw their shoulders, and then join it together. Now the frog hasn't got fingers, but I'm gonna call them fingers. It's got 3 of them with little suckers on the end. So we go down in a straight line, almost draw a whole circle, and then go back up again, back down, draw a circle, go back up again, and join it together. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to draw its shoulder, the top of its arm, go down. I'm going to stop. I'm looking at where the other one stops so that they're the same, and then I'm going to draw the inside of the arm, and then I'm going to go out, draw that circle, don't quite join it up, go back up to the top, diagonal line down, draw the circle, back up, down, around, back up, and then join it to your arm. So there we go. Now we need, because he's sitting down, he's got quite a large tummy, a frog, so I'm going to draw the side of his tummy there, coming round there, and then out the other side. There we go. And then we all know where his other legs are going to go. They're going to go behind the tummy bit. So we're going to go up and over like a bridge shape. I'm going to go up and then down, and we're going to draw those same pieces again. So a line, your circle, back up, down for another one more, and then stop. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So it comes up from here, and then 1, 2, and 3. Now that one's just gone behind it, so I'm going to leave it like that. Now I need to join it up to its body. There we go. Okay, now we said it was a speckled frog, so we need to go back up and put these speckles on him. So I'm going to draw a couple couple of little speckles at the top here, some near to his eye, a couple on his neck, a couple over here, just little oval shapes, some on his arms, or his legs they are, aren't they? A couple on his leg. And on the other side. And then some on his arm here. There we go. And I'm going to leave his tummy blank because frogs' tummies are usually white. They don't usually have any patterns on them. Their patterns are on their legs and their back and their head. So we've got our frog. Now he's sitting on a log. So I'm going to draw a straight line going out this side. Now I'm going to pretend that I'm drawing that line so it goes right behind. So I'm going to draw it along, lift up my pen, and then take it out the other side so that it looks like it's going behind him. And for those of you who've done the drawing videos before, we know how to draw some wood. We've done this before. So we go along, do a little bump, and carry on. Then draw another parallel line to that one and bump down and go along. And then we draw lines that go around and then some straight lines next to it. So it looks like the parts of a log. We can just do a little knot in there. And we'll do the same the other side. So this time we'll do some straight lines at the top. And then we'll do the one with the bump here. There's a knot in the wood. We'll go down and along. There we go. And then let's do the bottom of the log so we can take our line all the way across with this one. And we can add any other lines on our log that we like. And let's do a couple in here. There we go. We've got our frog on a log. Now, frogs on logs usually are somewhere near a pond. And it might be that he sees a dragonfly going past. So I'm just going to draw a dragonfly up next to his head. Now, dragonflies are quite simple. I'll start with an oval shape. Now I'm going to draw him flying this way. So his wings are going to be here. So his body's going to be going that way. So his head is going to start here, a little oval. And then we're going to draw two long ovals, joining it up. So one, and then one more. So that's its body. And then we're going to draw its wings going out the side. So don't press too hard because remember the wings are very delicate, so we don't want to press, we don't want a too hard line. So lift your pen up so it's not pressing so hard. Go around and back again. And the same the other side. And then they are coming out just as if it's tucked in behind it. One more. And then pick your pen up again, just behind it, take it round, nice and wide, and then narrow again. And then delicately take your pen to do some lines on it. So lift your pen up a bit, don't press hard when you're drawing those ones. And one more on the top wing. There we go, there we've got your dragonfly. Now I'm going to colour in half of it black, because the body of a dragonfly is bright blue. I'm just going to do some shadowing in my black pen, and then when I colour it in a moment I'm going to do the other bit, that bright blue that you see. Okay, right, let's start colouring, shall we? Let's go back to our frog. So I've chosen 3 green pencils and I'm going to use all of them to colour my frog in. Now it's a really good idea, remember we've talked about this before, when you colour all in one direction. Some of you might like to want to do all your colouring that way, but it makes your hand hurt if you've got to draw it that way, so I like to colour this way, but it's up to you. But as long as you keep your pencil all in the same direction, it looks really neat. So I'm going to start with my light green on my frog and I'm going to go up and down with my pencil. Missing out my speckles. All the way down to his toes. There we go. Now I'm going to get my dark green and do a little bit of dark green. I'm going to do some dark green here, where his arm, what would be his armpit. Under there. And then it would always be lighter on the outside where the sun's like touching it more. If the sun was coming here, it'd be nice and bright green on the edge, and it's always darker in the corners. Okay, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side for the other one. Up and down with the light green. Try and stay within your black lines as much as you can. That's what also make it neat. And then let's get that dark out again. Let's go in the bits where the light wouldn't be getting to so much, so it's a bit darker. There we go, all the way down. And we should do the same on his legs at the back. So up and down with the light green. Into his toes. Let's get that dark green back again. Be dark green nearest his body. There we go, and let's go back to the other side. So light green all over. Try not to colour those speckles in. I'll leave his speckles white. And the dark green nearest his body. There we are. And don't press too hard, otherwise you get lines on it, so lift your pen up a bit. Right, let's go back to his head now. So we're going to do light green all over the top of his head, up and down. Missing out those speckles. Around his mouth, under his eyes, his big wide mouth. It's got a great big long tongue in there for catching flies that come past. Let's get that dark green back again. So I'm going to do the dark green around his eyes. And underneath. And the same the other side. And I'm going to do little dark bits in the middle. There he is. Now let's do underneath. Now I'm going to stop because I'm going to leave a bit of white on his tummy. So I'll show you. I'll do the neck under his mouth and his neck first. So up and down with the light green. And as I get near his tummy, I'm going to leave a line. So it's light green on the outsides, green, but quite white in the middle. Let's do some dark on his neck. Be dark under his mouth a bit. be very dark down here because you wouldn't see any light. The light's not getting on it down there. And leave that tummy white. Just pull some lines up so you haven't got a straight line. You don't want that. There we are. There's white tummy. Lovely. Right, I'm going to do my dragonfly because that's nice and easy because the wings are see-through, so they've got no colour on at all, and my dragonfly is bright blue. So I've got this lovely blue to colour in. It's usually only blue when the sun catches on it, so it looks black, and then the sun shines on it and it looks beautiful blue. And then my last piece I need to do is my log. So I've just chosen lots of different browns that I've got in my colouring box, and I'm going to do my lines going this way. Because the lines are already going this way, it makes sense to do my colouring this way. I'm going to do all the different colours, and then I'm going to choose another one, because wood isn't made of all the same browns. And then it looks like the bark is there, looks like it's got a bit of texture to it. Careful going up to his leg, and very careful going between his toes. And these gaps here, these are the tricky bits. There we go. And do a bit more dark on this one. Dark in here because the frog would be stopping the light getting on it, and then really dark at the bottom because that would be away from the sun. I think we have it. There's a bit in there. So we've got a mixture of browns. And there we have our speckled frog. And I hope you enjoyed doing that, and I'll be back again next week with something else. I'll see you then. Bye bye.